Okay, so if I'm looking at this now if I'm looking at this trade, what I have to be aware of is that becoming aware of support and resistance is incredibly important when making trading decisions, and even making important trading decisions the right way. There's a possibility that the trade can turn inversely. And so when I look at this, this is actually positive. This is a demonstration right here, and from this point, there is a demonstration that this is actually the bottom here because it has surpassed the high of this area. And so chances are, if I go long here, I will be able to take some positive gains from here due to the fact that there is a tendency for this candles to be above here. Now, what I did on this right here, this trade, is laughable. It is laughable, the way that I traded it. So if I look at this is gold right here. So when I look at this gold, when I look at this gold here, and when I look at it, just looking at it here, it's a lower high. It's very, very simple, essentially. Lower high right here. And it attempted to go long, but it really trying to go long here at this stage is not a wise thing to do because it's very similar to what this is going, drop up and then drop, and this is a typical behavior of these forex pairs, and the way that it moves is it staggers like that, staircase like that, like this. And so going long right here, expecting when this red candles weren't there, going along is really asking for a demise right here. Serious loss. So unless there is a level of comfort knowing that this is going to be above here, just like these cases where it's like if it's sideways, there is a less tendency for it to drop like this, just like this. But when it's stepped like that, there is a high probability that this drop is going to be at this point here. It's something for me to be aware of as I'm entering into an already established trend, and I'm not looking to pick up the big move, but I just need to be aware of the directional component of this here to the here, right? So on here, I got out too early. I made a trade here, but I got out too early. Right there, look at that. Right there, that much. I could have enhanced it. Okay. So now I'm looking at these things and I'm trying to figure out what the best strategy is. So now this is actually, so if I look here, it went up. Now it's down here. Now it's in the area where support is. And so there's support. See the behavior of this right there? There's support. Same with this. There's support right there. As well as, oh, now this is going up. Big time. Wow, right there. Whoa, wow, that could have been a pretty nice gain if I just held on to it, but I didn't. My profit target would have been here anyway. So that's water under the bridge. So now it's possible from here to here to take advantage of this gain right there if I wanted to. From here to here, that could possibly hit right there. That's where the way that it's moving clearly is demonstrating that there's a possibility this is going to move up to hit at this point. And many of the others behave in a very similar manner, just need to be able to read it correctly and then act accordingly. In many cases, I read it incorrectly and I act it incorrectly, which just makes it more complicated. So now you see that as soon as I get in, drops. That's usually the story. So now it looks like gold has established a support area here. Now the world conflicts have been reduced by POTUS, Trump, President Trump. It seems that the allure of the gold is not there anymore. It looks like. Um, so it looks like people are selling the gold. So there may be there may be a duration, a long duration of individuals who are selling these, selling gold. Wow, look at that! I would have hit it. Dang, that would have been a nice gain, but I got out way too early, and I could have added it with a bigger size. The way that this has been moving like that, it warrants a bigger size and holding it longer. Yeah. Okay. So that's a brief look at the landscape of trading here. So reading is very important. I have to read it, and I have to take that reading and act upon it. I have to translate it into my translate it, and then properly execute it. That's the hard part. That's why it requires a lot of practice. It requires lots of practice in order to get this right. Because what I could do is I would enter and I would look at it and go, oh my God, why did I get into that? Oh my God, OMG, why did I get into that trade? Why did I get into that trade? And I would pound on the desk. I would almost throw my keyboard out. That's what happens. Oh my God, how did I get into that trade?